What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is me again. Go ahead and go to the website. You can always subscribe here. You can always check out the website, book an appointment. I don't have a problem with that. Listen, a lot of people is in a situation where they are trying to get their finances together. They don't know what to do. They don't know which way to turn. Listen, they have an emotional attachment to that house, to that car, or some people have emotional attachments to credit cards and bills. Some people like paying bills. Some people hate paying bills like me. But however, you do fall on hard times. And I do understand those hard times. The reason why people file bankruptcy is not because they're trying to introduce to themselves and their families another level of embarrassment. But however, what they are trying to do is get themselves in a better position. A lot of people look at credit restoration, repair, and all that different type of stuff. They're trying to find a better way to pull things together. But it doesn't matter what you do to your credit. At the end of the day, they're still going to file a lawsuit. They're going to get a judgment. They're going to get a garnishment. They're going to come after you. Or you're going to have some other bill collectors who are going to try to do other things to collect their money because you just fell on hard times. You simply just can't afford the shit no more. So therefore, you got to do something different. But however, the best thing for you to do is the greatest thing to do is file bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is not a bad thing. I know a lot of people like to put it in your head and say, you know what? Don't file bankruptcy. Don't do nothing and all that kind of stuff. Listen, don't listen to those people, because some of the richest people on earth do what? File bankruptcy. Some of the richest people on earth do everything they can to come out of the debt that they're in. And you have the responsibility to also come out of the debt that you're in. That's why you file bankruptcy. We are a document preparation company. That's just what we do. We help people prepare those documents the right way. The reason why we are positioned like this is because a lot of people can't afford an attorney. Attorney want, $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, depends on what you have going on. But however, people come to a document preparation person just to help them do the documents, get it together so they won't make no mistakes, because sometimes those documents are very extreme, especially the schedules, the means tests. There's so much involved. And especially we're talking about branching off into chapter 13. We do very limited chapter 13 document preparation, but we do a lot of chapter 7s, and we have helped a lot of people get their paperwork together. Now, we can't give you legal advice, but what we can do is try to help you position the documents the way it need to be. We only going to do what you tell us to do and what you give us, and the numbers and things of that nature. Chapter 7 is the source to getting debt free, especially when you have $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in debt and you just don't know what to do. You got three repo cards, you have credit card bills, you have creditors calling you, you got medical bills, the hospitals calling you, you got all of this stuff, you got Capital One on you, you got everybody on you, you got American Express, you got all these bills are due, and you just can't even afford not even the minimum payment. Some people minimum payments alone across the board is almost $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and we are just not making that money. A lot of people not making this money right now because it's just a hard time to be in. But what you can do is file bankruptcy. Chapter 7 helps you alleviate that stuff. Chapter 7 gets you a discharge in the federal courts, and you just go in there and you just do what you got to do. Present all your documentation and things like that. Show your ID, get a case number, give that case number to everybody that call your phone. I don't care if it's your mama, your grandmother, your cousin, your brother, a bill collector, your church. I don't give a doggone who it is. You give them the case number, because why? You have been entered into the declaration of chapter 7 bankruptcy. Now, chapter 13 works a little bit more different. We're going to talk about chapter 13, but you got to subscribe to my channel. I got a bunch of good information that I can help you with, but you got to subscribe. You got to click that button. You got to subscribe, and you got to make me feel invited. If I don't feel invited, there is no possible way that I'm going to give out all this good information for no apparent reason.